Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
On to the Big 12, boys. Baylor at home. I think they're 3.5, 4-point favorite. Kevin McCullough comes back. Jeff Goodman gets the scoop there. That did you get the scoop? Or did
No,
you
no, I didn't.
okay, yeah, just try to work a little harder next time. But Kevin McCullough did make his return after a 2-week
Thank you.
absence, 82-74, and he was good. He was good. Hunter Dickinson was good, and it wasn't enough. Baylor gets the job done at home, 82-74. Jaden Nunn, Ray J. Dennis were absolutely spectacular. Made every free throw, made every big shot when they had to. I mean, Kansas did make that a game. Got it down to 4-6 there late, but Baylor just had an answer every single time. Jeff, we can't make excuses for the Kansas Jayhawks now with McCullough back. What's going on?
Well, the only excuses we can make are that they didn't put together their roster well enough before the season. And it's not an excuse. It's not a valid excuse because they thought Timberlake was going to be a guy that could maybe start or at least be a key guy off the bench. And he's hurt him this year. Jamari McDowell hasn't given
0 points for him, by the way. 0 points.
Right. Elmarco Jackson can't shoot, can't play. Like Arterio Morris was supposed to be a guy. He got booted off the team, and I'm not sure he could shoot it anyway. So I'm not sure how big of a fixer he would have been in this situation because they can't shoot the ball. They can't. Other than Furphy, they're shooting, I believe it was 30% from three since conference play started. They're not a good shooting team. They have no bench. They're so reliant on these 4 or 5 guys. Furphy was terrible. KJ Adams was terrible today offensively. You just can't be carried by Dickinson and McCullough and nobody else chipping in. When all 5 of them are clicking, yeah, they could beat almost anybody. But how many times is that going to happen? They're 9-7 right now. 9-7, is that right in the league?
Mm-hmm.
They're 9-7 for the first time in Bill Self's tenure at Kansas. Like they're mediocre.
It's the first time Bill Self has ever had 7 conference. It's the first time Bill Self has ever had 7 conference losses in league play in his career as a college basketball coach.
Which is a testament to Bill Self, right? Sure. I mean, it's also a testament to how kind of mediocre this Kansas group is.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's the first time Kansas has had 7 league losses since Roy Williams back in 1989. They had 7 league losses.
His first year.
Yeah.
What's that? How? So 89. How many years is that?
35.
35. Damn, I was born in 91. I didn't want to hear you say that. That's kind of crazy that I'm getting this old. But yeah, I mean, I almost feel a little guilty though, Rob, that we're talking about the Kansas side of this. And Baylor was 1 free throw from Missy away from maybe holding off Houston. They go on the road, they beat TCU. Now they've handled Kansas. Like I don't think there are a ton of teams outside of the, top 4 seeds that can make a run. I feel like Baylor might be one of them. Am I crazy? Or is this just a home thing? Like, what do we think of Baylor?
I think that they are really interesting with the guards that they have, right? Like it's not really, I'm not really breaking news when I say that the combination of Ray J. Dennis and Jacoby Walter and Jaden Nunn when he plays like this and Jalen Bridges, like that's a really, really good perimeter quartet. And, they didn't even have Langston Love tonight. But for me, the biggest difference tonight was Eve Missy, right? We talked about this on, was it Wednesday night, Tuesday night? That after what happened last Saturday against Baylor, when Missy kind of gave that game away, he came back and he had 16 points and a really impressive win at TCU. Well, tonight he had 17. And I do think that to me, he's kind of the great equalizer here, right? Because you're going to run into somebody at some point during the NCAA tournament that's going to have a monster inside, whether it's Zach Edey, whether it's someone like a Hunter Dickinson, like whether it's someone like an Armando Bacot. Someone's going to have a great big guy that you're going to run into. And having someone that can match up with them, even if it's a freshman, is really important for this Baylor team. That's the question that we had about them coming into the season. And I think that they delivered there. I also think they've gotten a little bit better on the defensive end of the floor. They're starting to go to this 1-1-3 like junkyard junk defense zone that they built. Like it's a throwback Scott Drew. I feel like I'm waiting for Isaiah Austin and Perry Ellis to Perry Clark. Perry who?
Perry
Jones, like one of those guys that come out here out of nowhere and start playing for this Baylor team. But I like them, man. I think that they're a very, very dangerous team. I would probably put them in the same category as like a Kentucky and an Alabama and one of these teams where when they get hot, they're going to be able to beat anybody in the country. The question is their defense.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.